Pure Michigan is an advertising campaign that is promoting tourism in the state of Michigan. In order to understand this advertising campaign, in order to understand what's going on, there is one very important thing you must understand, and that's geography. Geography plays a very big role in all of this. In fact, tourism geography, that's a subset of human geography. So by its very nature, tourism involves geography. Now, let's start by breaking down the state of Michigan in geographic terms. The state of Michigan is two peninsulas. The Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan is surrounded by Lake Michigan, the Mackinac Straits, and Lake Superior. The Lower Peninsula of Michigan is surrounded by Lake Michigan, the Mackinac Straits, Lake St. Clair, the St. Clair River, Lake Huron, the Detroit River, and Lake Erie. Now, if you haven't caught on to that, there's a theme here. A lot of water. Michigan basically borders every Great Lake in North America, except for Lake Ontario. It borders 4 of the 5 Great Lakes. And you have thousands of lakes in the state of Michigan. In the state of Michigan, you are often within 6 miles of a body of fresh water. And you are no more than 85 miles away from the nearest North American Great Lake. The theme here is water. And Michigan, because of all that water, is one of the leading states in recreational boating. That's just one part of the geography in the state of Michigan. Really, to understand any place, you need to understand its geography. In order to understand what makes it work, you need to understand its geography. Michigan is what it is because of the water. And that's just scratching the surface. In the winter, if you want to go skiing, you can do that. You can go up the Upper Peninsula. No, those mountains are not the Rockies. The Porcupine Mountains are not the Rockies. Any of the mountains up there, you're not going to get Rocky Mountain slopes. But you can get skiing up there. With all that snow, all that lake effect snow, you have to understand, those lakes play an effect on how much snow certain parts of Michigan get. Places like Muskegon, Benton Harbor, places like the northern coast of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan get a lot of snow because you have that wind blasting down from Canada, blowing across those lakes, picks up the moisture, condenses, freezes, falls as snow. There's a video about lake effect snow. I actually have 2 of them on my channel. But to really understand a place, you need to understand its geography. And because geography plays a part in why many people go to these places in the first place. Tourism is a part of human geography. Tourism can be influenced by physical geography. So to get a good understanding of the Pure Michigan campaign, it's a good idea to learn about Michigan and its geography. And that's one thing I challenge people to do. Learn about a place before you go there. Learn not just about 1 or 2 things. Learn about the geography. Take it all in. Read all about it before you go there. That's all I got to say about that. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. By the way, this map here is to show you where these lakes are. That's Lake Michigan. That's Lake Superior. That's Lake Huron. And here down in the Detroit area, Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie. Detroit River, St. Clair River, and the Mackinac Straits.